cranial nerve, one of her cranial nerves to get rid of it?
I treated her cranium particularly because in her case it was the fifth cranial nerve, and the fifth cranial nerve is located right in the middle of the bottom of the inside of the head, and therefore I had my whole professional skill challenged, and I'd had some with this herpes besides her earlier, but I learned from the very beginning, you see, that the way to resolve herpes zoster is to address the cause immediately and follow through till you get the change. And the change is in the dorsal root ganglion of the nerve, and it's not out where the nerve is screaming at you after the herpes is gone. So there's a whole lack of understanding about where the problem is and what it is and how to handle it. And when I had my herpes on the great auricular nerve here, my colleague Jane Holmes is married to my physician, who's an MD, internist and cardiologist. So she told him that I burst forth with herpes on the great auricular nerve, and he says, we have a new something for that. And she told me the next time she treated me, by that time it was going, that Rob said they had a new medication for it. And I said, well, you've cured it. She straightened my neck out, and the whole development receded, and I had no consequences from it. She maybe gave me 3 osteopathic treatments for that particular thing.
So you have a lot of success dealing with herpes zoster with people?
I have never failed since I started in practice. And I have seen people with the herpes on all the nerves that have dorsal root ganglions. And I asked Jane how her experience with herpes zoster was. And she says, well, they always clear up. Well, I said, we don't need to tell Rob that we've got something better than a new medication. What you do is to address the cause and change the conditions that have presented this problem.
Because
and I've never failed, and she never failed. But we're just 2 female osteopaths out in the wild blue yonder. And so I'm glad this subject has come up in the DO, because I got this letter to the editor all drafted, and I'm going to write it up and send it. I don't know what they'll do with it, but I am addressing it to the osteopathic profession, and I haven't any idea what the medical teaching on this subject really is, except that in some lay publications it's related to if you've had chicken pox in your childhood, you may have herpes zoster in your adult life.